Hey guys, in this video we start with the installation process of Laravel, and for the purpose we're going to install PHP Composer and Valet to serve our Laravel applications. Okay, so let's start here. Let's go to do some additional steps before that we start to install everything that we need for the Laravel development. As you can see, I'm in my virtual box, in our virtual machine, the Linux machine that we have, the Linux Mint. Let's go to take some additional steps, and that's going to be update the system. And we always have to make sure that the system is updated like this is going to work correctly and without errors and problems. So you just press the button here and then you just say refresh. What's going to do this is going to take all the new packages that we needed, or if it's something new, it's going to take it from the repos and then we can install it. So like I said, make sure that you have your machine updated. It doesn't matter that it's a virtual machine, it's just going to work better. And as you can see, there's a few packages that we can install. So you just say install and then you have to put your password. Okay, there we go, that's my password. And it starts downloading first. First when it's download, after it's going to install, and we are done. I think that there is some additional steps that we have to choose which disk we want to make the changes, but you see later in the process, so don't worry for this. Once when we're done with this, after we have to install some drivers. On the drivers it's very easy. We just I show you where is the interface for the drivers, and it's very easy. Next, and we can install everything that we needed. So let's go to give a few seconds here. If you want, we pause the video until that's download and install, because it can take like few minutes, and once when it's done we're coming back and we start from there. Okay, as you can see here, that what we have to do is just select the disk where we want to install the group. So we choose this one and you say next. And it's going to finish with the configuration, and it's going to be done with the updates for this moment. So next what we have to do, like I said, is that we have to install some additional drivers. So I show you how we're going to do this, and it's going to be as well with the interface. So don't worry, we're not touching the terminal for the moment. Give us a few seconds. Okay. Yep, we're done here. So next what you do is that you open the menu, then you press here, you type drivers, that's the driver manager, you put your password. Now it's going to update the cache, means that it's going to update the last packages, the last drivers that we have, and we can install it. There we go. So we choose the VirtualBox guest. That's the version 11. What the guest means is that it's installing your guest machine and it's making sure that everything is work correct. And this one here we just checked and we say that we continue using the manually installed drive, and then you say apply changes. Once when you say apply changes, then you wait like a minute or so, that's going to apply the changes. Once when we have the changes done, we have to reboot the machine. There we go, that's done. What we do is that we just reboot the machine from here. Okay. So now is good moment that I explain you what we going to do now and how we going to prepare our work. So the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to install the PHP, that we're going to need the PHP for our development, and then we're going to install the composer, and the composer is going to be managing the packages that we have to install for Laravel and for Valet, or for any PHP actually packages is managing with Composer. And after that, when we install this, we install the Valet and we install Laravel, and we're done. And I show you how to set up everything step by step. Also in the description of the video is going to be a link from the GitHub repository, and in this link it's going to I'm going to put all the commands that you need in order to install everything correctly. So if you want, you can go from there and copy and paste it. once when we boot in the machine, what we have to do as well is that we can install the VS Code, and that's going to be our code editor, and something that you don't need to do if you don't want. I mean, you can install any code editor that you want, but I just like VS Code for the moment, and it's doing quite good job actually. So we open the Firefox, and as you can see that by default Firefox is coming installed in your operating system, and we can install Chromium you can install Chrome because Chrome, it's much better for development purposes, and it's more easy to use, and probably you use Chrome so you're more familiar with the Chrome, so it's just easy process. You just type Chrome, you go there in the download button, in the download page, sorry, and then you just say download Chromium, and then you choose the version. We choose .deb, okay, and then Ubuntu, yes, that's fine, yeah, we read all this and we say accept and install, and we say yeah, open with this one, should be fine. Now first of all it's going to download and then it's going to install. As you can see, it's not different than installing Chrome in Windows or installing Chrome in Mac. It's just press the button next and it's working. So many people that they thinking, well, in Linux is everything so complicated and we have to type all the commands and we have to do everything by your own. And it's not like this, because you see that everything is easy and simple process. You just say install the package. Here is going to ask for our password probably. Yep, there we go. We put the password, you put enter, and you're waiting. There is installing the files, and it's done. That's that, and that's for Chrome. And the next step is going to be very similar, and it's going to be for VS Code. Actually, we can start from here. We can install it. We can say VS Code. There we go. Then you say go in the download option. There we go. And same here. What you do is that you just download the deb file. Okay. Yes. Okay. And again, we're waiting and everything is downloaded, and then it's starting the process of installation. I think that this one is done here. Yep, that's done, so we can close it. So we have Chrome. Okay. There we go, and you say install. Again, it's going to ask for your password. As you can see here, if you open the menu and you type Chrome, there we go, we have a Chrome here. So we can put to the panel, and we have down there, so anytime that we need it, we can open it from here. Something that I want to do, but it's something that you don't need to do if you don't want, is just go to edit, and here where I say Chromium, this one I changed to -- incognito mode. Okay, but like I said, something that you don't need to do. I just prefer to open the browser in this way. My cache is not getting for some stuff that I don't need it. Okay, VS Code is done as well, so we can close here, and yeah, we can close the tabs and we are ready. So let's start with the installation of a PHP. Now we open the terminal, and you can do this pressing Ctrl Alt and T, or you can do the just from the icon down there. So first of all, we start with the installation of PHP. Make sure, and you can check what kind of version that you have in your machine of PHP. I know that we don't have any version of PHP because that's a fresh install, but if in your case it's not fresh install, you can do this by typing php-v, okay, and that's going to tell you if you have some version here. If you don't have some version, you can try to install the default version. In our case, it's PHP 7.2 CLI. That just press it here. Then you put your password, and then you say yes, and we start the installation. After that, we check again which version we have, and if everything is okay, it's going to show us 7.2.2.1. I guess that was the last version that we have now for the moment of recording this video. Actually, let's try again. What is it? there we go. Now we have installed the latest version. Then we start to install Composer. Now, first of all, actually we can install Git, then and Y for yes, okay. After when we install the Git, down in the description, like I said, we have a link I have a link to the GitHub repository, and then you can find a file with all the commands that you need to execute. And one of the commands that you need to execute in order to download the installer for the Composer, and then running this installer, and then say in which directory it's going to install the Composer, it's that one. Okay, so you just press enter and start to download, and it's put in this directory. Okay, so next step that we can do is that we start to install Valet. Okay, so to install Valet, again, we have some dependency that we needed. You type sudo and then apt-get install lib3 tools and JQ and Excel cells. Okay, then say yes and continue. As well, we need some to install some PHP extension, and this extension we're going to need it in order to Valet and Laravel work correctly. So again, guys, that's everything is going to be in the file on the GitHub. Okay, so you just type sudo and then that's for the version 2 of PHP. Make sure that you check what's your version before that you do everything, because let's go say that you have old version and you have 7.0, you have 5.6. okay, so make sure that here you change 7.2 to the version that you have. Press enter, say yes, we start the installation. Okay, that's done. By the way, to clean the terminal window, what you can do is press Ctrl L and you can see that you can clean it, and to copy and paste, for copy is Ctrl Shift and C, and to paste is Ctrl Shift and V. Okay, so let's require globally the Valet package. Okay, what says here, fail to stream where we have some permissions errors here, so we can fix this, like typing sudo ch own, okay, and then we say dash capital R, and then we say that the permission is going to be for the user, and we particularly interesting in the Composer. Okay, and if you want to check where is your Composer, you can open a new terminal and you can say LL. We can find where exactly we have the Composer. There we go. So it's a .composer here. You see it? Okay. So here we have to specificate and say that we want to give the permission for dash. Okay, dash Composer, dash and everything that is inside. Type your password and then let's go to try to require again the package. Now should be fine. We have to wait a few seconds, and when that's done, we're going to install Valet with very simple command valet install. Actually, let's go to do something. Once when you execute valet install, you see that it's going to tell you that valet is not found. The valet command is not found. Why? Because like I showed you before in the Composer file, if you cd into dash composer .composer, sorry, I don't know why I say dash, I continued saying dash. Okay, so it's a dot, then you say os here. We see what kind of files we have. There we go, we have a vendor, so cd to vendor. Okay, os, what we have here, and bin directory we're looking for. There we go, we go in the bin directory and we see what's happening here. What we have, yeah, we have a Valet, because we just require the package of Valet. when we execute the command valet install or any command with the valet, the terminal doesn't know that this particular package is located in this directory. Okay, so what we have to do in order that that's working correctly is that we have to be specific, and we have to say we have to put this path in one command that is going to run in any logged into your system. Okay, so how we can do this? Well, very easy. Just say cd here and go in the root directory, and here we have to open one file with a root privilege. Okay, sudo, and then we say nano, and nano is the editor that we can use in the terminal, and the file is called bash rc. Okay, sorry, bash rc. Okay, then we type your command, and let's go to see where is it. There we go. So we can put down there. You can put a comment, and we can say that that's going to be for composer and the packages that they leave in the composer. Like I said, we can copy the line from the file that I posted for you in GitHub, and you can just paste it here. And as you can see, there is telling exactly where is the path and where the packages come to live. So here to close, you just press Ctrl and then X, and then Y, and then enter, and you save the file. Once when you save the file, that's actually not enough. So what you have to do is we have to restore this file. And how you restore this file? First of all, you do source and then bash rc. Okay. And second, what we have to do that we make sure that it's working is that we have to log out and log in. Okay, so what you do is that exit from here, we close this window, we just logged out from here from the bottom, log out, and then you just type the password, and now Valet install should work just fine. Okay, so Control Alt T, open the terminal, and let's try. Type your password, and there we go. So we start to install Valet. What Valet is doing here, first of all, is checking that we have Nginx. Okay, because Valet is using Nginx for the server. It found that we don't have Nginx, and it's downloaded the Nginx for us, and that's quite cool actually. Then it's stopping the Nginx, and then it's checking that we have the PHP 7.2 FPM, and as well as reloading and downloading, and then as you can see in the upper corner there, it's reload as well our networking. Okay, our network. So the Valet is installed. Let's go to test it, and let's go to see that it's working actually. And how we do this? Let's go in our desktop, cd into desktop. Now we are in desktop directory, and let's go to create a folder here that we're going to use it for our Laravel projects. Let's go to create a directory, make directory, and let's call it Laravel. Okay, then let's go into Laravel, and now the command that is going to help us, and it's going to indicate of Valet that inside of this directory it's going to be the root directory of any Valet project. It's Valet Park. And after that, you see what exactly I mean. Okay, so press enter, and let's see what's happening now. Now, any folder that I create inside of this directory, it's going to be the name, the domain of the local project that we have. Let's go to say that we create a test folder, and inside we put an index. Let's go to make it actually. Let's go to call it app test. Okay, so yeah, let's go to cd into app test, and let's go to create the index file. We can create actually with VS Code because we just installed it. We just have installed it. Then press enter. I'll wait a little bit because the VS Code is opening for the first time. Probably it's going to open a browser window as well, just some documentation, but we don't need to read this documentation, so you can close once when it's opened. Okay, yeah, I don't know, want to read more, and then you just put some HTML. Yeah. Okay. Let's put some HTML here, and as you can see, I use. Oh my god! Whoa! Sorry guys, I just messed up the name of the file. So let's change. Actually, no. Let's close it without saving this file, and let's create a new file here. Give me a second. Yeah, should be fine. Okay. Let's put some h1 tag with the test here. 1, 2, 3. Let's save it. And if everything else works correctly, let's close this. Let's close the VS Code because we don't need it for the moment. And let's open the browser to see what's happening with. If we go in app test.test, that's extension in the extension, well, the domain which it's used from Valet. And there we go, we have a test 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's working perfectly. And you can see here there's a apptest.test and apptest, that's the name of the directory that we have. Okay, now I show you how we can do this with the Laravel. So first of all, we have to install Laravel. Okay, so let's open the new terminal, and here actually we're going to install. We're going to require Laravel same like we require Valet before. There we go. I have it here. Just paste it, and I start to download Laravel for us. And that's actually it's a command line tool that we can use it after that. Means that when you type Laravel new and then the name of the project, is going to create for us a complete project with everything, complete Laravel project with everything that we need. Okay, and it's going to create it in the directory that we specify. So now this is done, and let's go in our directory here. Let's go one back. Okay, and we can create it here by saying Laravel new, and let's go to Colette or Laravel. Actually, let's go to call it Laravel test. Press enter, and it's creating the project for us. Now, let's go and see something that it was a little bit. It was a few lines that we have to put in the terminal in order to make this happen. Okay, but now think about it. Think about it for a second. Now in the future, you don't need to do nothing more than go in your directory, and that's the Laravel directory where you say Valet Park. Okay, create a folder and put everything inside that you want, and it's going to work. Okay, it's just working. And everything inside means that could be the static file, so that could be a PHP, or that could be, and everything is going to work without need to do any additional setting. And you just use the name of the folder in order to use it in the browser. Okay, so it's quite good too, and you see that in the future you appreciate it a lot. Let's go to see that it's taking a few more seconds, the installation of Laravel. And actually with this we're going to be done. We just test it on the browser, and if it's working, everything should be perfect. Okay. Yep, we're done. Okay, So let's go in the browser and how we call it? laratest.test. Ooh. laratest. Okay. .test. There we go. That's our Laravel application. You see how easy it is. I mean, yeah, it's going to be very easy in the future when you just execute this command and boom, you have your Laravel project up and running. Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much to be with me in this tutorial. I appreciate if you give us a thumbs up, and we see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.